Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's temperature is going to be a lovely 80 degrees and sunny, partly cloudy. And this is the last of my Ticino Java coffee substitute. So I finished all the packets and they were good as a coffee substitute, but it's not something that I really want to drink like forever. First of all, it's fairly expensive, and secondly, even though it's a coffee substitute, I do prefer coffee. So tomorrow I'll try some different coffee, and hopefully that'll work. And like I said, I'll have a piece of toast with it, because drinking coffee on an empty stomach isn't the best idea. So today I still need to refresh my garden beds. I got a lot of things planted yesterday. Hopefully they'll turn out. That's why I don't like to plant those starts that are like in a plastic bag that you can get at different nurseries and Walmart. The thing is, you have to buy them before you can actually plant them, so they kind of sit there and sometimes they end up drying up. So, it's like the Christmas season. They always put things out way earlier than what you need them. So I wish they wouldn't do that, but they do, so we got to work around it. I suppose I could plant them in pots first, which is what I did with the hostas, and that seemed to work pretty well. And then now I'm transplanting them to where their permanent home will be. So, I don't know, every year is an experiment for me when it comes to gardening, which is kind of fun because it keeps it from getting boring. So let's give this last cup of Ticino Java a taste. Cheers. Yep, that'll do. So, here's a question for you guys, and leave me a comment below. Are you tired of seeing me make coffee? Should I get a new intro to my mornings? Let me know in the comment below, because I hate to bore you guys with the same old, even though I don't always necessarily talk about the same things in my little morning coffee chat. But let me know in the comments below what you think, because I have no idea. Okay, and yesterday I forgot the budget book again. I think it's because I'm spending and those red X's aren't making me happy, but that's what I said I would do. I said May was going to be a higher expenditure month because of the garden. So anyway, I will meet you at the budget book this morning, and we'll see what damage I did so far. All right, going to enjoy my coffee first, and then I'll be back. Okay, we're back at the budget book. So Wednesday, I did spend money. I bought things for the garden, so I'll get a big red X. But the good news is, yesterday, I didn't spend any money. I stayed home. So I think I've pretty much got most things gathered for the garden. I do have to get some compost to mix in with my raised beds, and I think I need to get some more perlite so I have enough, but I think I'm going to check out and see who can deliver that, because hauling that for me will be absolute torture. And I found that, especially with the gardening season now, whenever I pick up heavy things, I pay the price for 2 days. So that's even worse than the bending over. So I think if I have it delivered, that would be better, because then I don't have to wrestle it in and out of the car. And then my grandson can help me maybe get it out of the car and into the backyard. He would do that. He wouldn't mind. Coffee sip. So tomorrow my handyman is supposed to come over, who's a friend of both my sons, and he does a lot of things for me that I can't do myself. I have a leaky toilet that needs to be checked over, and he's the one that fixed my microwave, and I want him to have a look at it again. I think it might be the other switch this time. We didn't replace both switches. And then if that's not the case, then this microwave is going to go. And my son actually has one that he will give me, and we'll go from there. And I'll just use the 2 microwaves, the one as an oven and air fryer, the one I bought for, what was it, like $200 or $300 as an open box item. That works perfectly fine. I hadn't planned on keeping that in the kitchen, but until I get the funds to buy a new above the stove microwave that has all those features, I'm just going to go ahead and use the 2 microwaves. And then eventually I'll probably give the $2 or $3, whatever it was, $100 one to my daughter, because she has my other old microwave. Yes, I have another old microwave that I gave to them. So anyway, that's the saga of the microwave. And then I have a shutter that blew off the house, so I want to get those painted a different color and have him hang that back up. And a couple of other little things. He's also going to put in my front sprinkler system. I have some deck boards that are starting to, well, not starting, they have rotted. I need to replace. I want to see if he can do that. So all kinds of projects. I could keep him busy for quite a while, but the finances need to be spread out, so it would probably involve maybe a once-a-month project for him if he's willing to do it. So anyway, that's my financial dilemma here. Lots of things need to be done to the house. The leaky toilet needs to come first, since that is costing me money with the water bill. So a little bit at a time, we'll get the job done. So, all right, I'm going to get back to my coffee and, my Ticino, and I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see what's going on in the garden. Okay, this morning's breakfast, rye bread. That was an oops from Orlando, $2.19 for a huge loaf, so I toasted that. Whipped cream cheese from Aldi's that I added ranch to. I have this dill weed that I've had from Shaker's, our local supermarket, which is very expensive, but they have these nice big jars of spices. Cucumbers, those were on sale at Mark's. I think they were 2 packs for $4. So that's going to be my breakfast this morning. So very low cost. So if you're struggling, buy produce on sale and try to think of ways to use it and combine it together. Okay, so here is my meal this morning. This is really tasty. Put some dill on top, salt and pepper. And then these grapes I got from my flash food box. It was actually a $3 flash food box with lots and lots of produce in it. And I have another video that I made, showed you some of the things I made from it. Then I have a little piece of cucumber left. That won't go to waste. That's going into a salad for this evening. So this is my breakfast for this morning. Struggle meal. Well, I'm trying something new here. I don't know if it's going to work. I got some flowers planted over there. And where is it? There and there. So now I'm taking a break. And I still have all these that I need to plant. So, but it's a nice cloudy day, but it's going to be about 80 degrees. Oops. This wasn't exactly what I was thinking it was going to do. But I have these beautiful marigolds that I need to plant with some of my summer crops, just to try and keep the bugs away. And then the zinnias over there, I'm going to plant in the garden to try and attract some pollinators. And a lot of those are also going in the front yard. So I've got my buddies here keeping me company, which is always fun. My beautiful mojito. Where is it? There it is. So anyway, lots of things going on yet. I'm still working on switching over the pepper pots. That's a lot of work, getting all that prepped. But my grapevine is growing nicely. So that'll be some nice greenery back there. So everything is so green, it's beautiful. Well, anyway, I'm going to switch this off and do a little chat a different way. Okay, well, I'm taking a little break. I want to get this recorded before my neighbor comes home, because then the dogs bark and bark and bark. So I made a makeshift straw cover so the bees don't climb in there. It's just like with a can, you have to be careful so you don't get a bee in there. So it just covers up the hole. Still lots of flowers to plant. Still lots to do, but not as much as I've already done. So I hope next year this will be way easier, that I'm not making more work for myself in the process of simplifying. So this year, I just bought basic flowers. I didn't buy anything fancy. I bought the less expensive basic flowers because it's just too expensive, you know, unless you grow things yourself, start from starts. But like I said, a little pepper plant, really small, was $5.50. It wasn't even a big pot. You know, it's like, no way, I'm not spending that. So I'm going to make do with what I've got. I may buy one more flat of flowers. I don't know. I have to see how far I get. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm pinching off dead marigolds from my flat here. Because it's hard enough for the poor flowers once they're transplanted. They go into shock anyway. If you're going to lose them, that's probably the time where you're going to lose them. So I got most of the impatiens planted, but not all of them. I really have to figure out where the best place is for those. The dogs don't bother those, but I had the zinnias over there, and little bandit, he was starting to chomp away at them. So I had to stick those the whole flat in the garden, or I'm going to have to take them in the front. But that's what they did the one year. They just ate all the zinnias that I had planted. So no more of that. I can't afford to keep supplying them with zinnias. So, okay, well, I think I'm just going to have a real simple dinner tonight. I haven't had like a Subway veggie sub in a really long time, and I have a lot of the veggies available, and I have cheese, and I have hoagie rolls, so maybe I'll make myself a veggie sub for dinner, along with some more of those French fries. I have enough French fries for 2 more servings, and I really want to get those eaten up. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking a break, and then I'll do a little bit more, but it's already 3 o'clock, and you know, for me, that's the witching hour, so. And it's probably going to rain tonight, which is good. That's good for the garden. So, okay, I'll be back a little later. Okay, well, it's way past my quitting time. It's like 5 o'clock, but I wanted to get this area cleaned up. Got all this garbage I need to take to the garbage can. But this area now is done. Except for the rain barrel, I have to take that and get that turned on. But, well, at least something's done. So I'm hoping this works out okay. I planted all the impatiens. I still have to plant the begonias. So, but I know where those are going to go, and I love these bright colors. So I planted all the impatiens here and here and over there in between the 2 houses. I'm trying to get rid of these pots too, so I'm moving more pots around, but I've emptied quite a few pots and put it into the pots that I want to keep. What are you eating there, Miss Little Lizzie? So this area, I got rid of all these pots. They're living back there now. For my peppers, this one still has to go. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. And this one has Wandering Jenny in it that sort of planted itself, so I'll put that in some sort of a different pot. And so that's looking much better. And then the other companion pot is going here with my other little tree. And these are all still tomatoes and things that I have to plant. So that'll be good. And then I showed you these already. I think these turned out really pretty once they get taller. I've planted impatiens in here before. And then I have these solar lights that I got from Costco a few years back. So I just wanted to illuminate this area a little bit. And this pot is the same. I really like the purple and the orange together. So this area still needs a little work. But it's getting there. It's almost time to plant everything in the garden. So I'm hoping to get that done maybe next week. If it doesn't rain all weekend, I'll work on that over the weekend. But we'll see. And this is my little plum tree, and it has one little tiny plum. It had 3, the other 2 fell off, so I'm not expecting much this year. But I think it'll be nice to get some fresh fruit. I need to get 2 apple trees yet. And that'll be it. So far, who knows, maybe next year I'll get a couple more trees. So, and they love to get under there. He does. I think he thinks it's his den. What are you doing there, buddy? They love to go behind there. There's just enough room for them to fit back there. And then they go around and then they come out this way. So, Bandit, no digging. Oh, he loves to dig. Drives me crazy. All right, well, that's it for the garden for today. I'm pooped. Time to go in and put my feet up and have a cold drink and take a shower. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.